His tail's twitching again.
I'm gonna grab this real quick.
His tail's twitching again. Twitch his tail.
Alright, we can give it a grand. I'm done. Okay. Where's the egg? All right, so I was thinking about how we're gonna handle that loafing shed. So here's the thing about me. I think way too much. I think way too much. So that's not a bad thing. It can be a bad thing. So here's what I've been mulling over since I've addressed this comment. This whole video I've talked about this comment. A couple of things. Keep sending comments. I need feedback. We need feedback. We don't do this perfect, so I appreciate it. The other thing I started thinking about is, in the past, we've always had wood chips to fill that thing, and this year we just haven't. And in my brain, I'm always thinking about everything, not just the farming, not just the homesteading, but everything. I always try to look at it in terms of economics. And in my brain, I could never justify just throwing an entire bale of food for my cows in there. It's never crossed my mind. It's because I feel like I'm wasting money. However, circumstances have changed this year because we don't have any carbon. And yeah, we've got some spent hay and we've been doing what we can, but quite honestly, the carbon that we're throwing in there is not enough to keep up with the nitrogen, the urine in the manure. So I'm gonna go throw a bale in there. So again, I appreciate the comment. I appreciate the feedback. We want to get better every day in every way, right? Try to get better every day. Try to be better today than I was yesterday in every aspect. So I'm gonna go throw a bale in there. We'll just see how it works out. I think that'll minimize. It will minimize. We're gonna have so much carbon in there. Yes, we still go in and we're gonna muck the poop and everything else every single day. But that'll give us a buffer longer than every other day, because we've been throwing about 1 or 2 wheelbarrow loads in there of spent hay. It needs it about every other day. So hopefully this will push us. I don't know. We'll just look. We try, we do it, we try it. If it works, it works. If not, we'll change it. So we'll see how long this will take us until we're needing to reload the carbon source. So this will give us more time to accumulate spent hay in the shed, in the barn, that just by default, every time we're moving hay or throwing hay out in the field, we're just gonna have hay on the ground, and that's the hay I've been throwing in there. So you know what, I'm gonna go throw a bale in there. We'll see how it works out. I'm sure the cows are gonna eat half of it, which is fine. It's fine, it's all good. I just don't want them eating the stuff they're pooping on, right? Cows being cows. So appreciate you guys. Yes, think way too much, but it's okay. It's okay. Keep sending feedback. Joel Soliton, the way Joel Soliton runs his cattle in the winter is under a pole barn. So pole barn with no walls. So he's got shelter, open air on the sides, and he runs his cows in there, and he built a pulley system with his feeder. So he'll throw hay in his feeders, and then the feeders can raise. As the poop, the manure, and the hay, the carbon load raises in the pole barn, he can also raise the the feeder. So same situation. And then what he does is he also throws corn. As the poop, the manure, and the hay is layering, he'll throw corn. He'll scatter corn in there. And then as it layers, that corn will ferment over the months and months that they're in there. And then he brings his pigs in, and the pigs will naturally root and go after that fermented corn. And as they're rooting, they're basically tilling up all of that nitrogen, carbon, amazing thick layer of nothing that turns into compost. So he uses his animals to do that. It's an amazing system. So that's not what we're doing here, but in my brain, I'm going, look, I've got a whole pile. We're mucking anyways. You know, I don't have pigs to do the work for me. It's fine, I can do it. And then the tractor will do it as I'm flipping the compost pile. But we're essentially gonna do the same thing in here with this. So that's how I just justified spending a bale of hay, an entire bale of hay instead of spent hay, filling this up. So there you go, there you go. All right, much better. Looks much better. You're right, you're right. I was wrong. You know, in the past, we never had this issue. I keep saying this because we had wood chips. So what we would do is just, we'd throw layers of wood chips in here and we'd keep layering it. Kind of trying to mimic the Joel Salatin philosophy. But then because we had so much carbon in here, so many wood chips, I was able to bring in flakes of hay as well to feed the cows at night. So I'd bring it in here, feed the flakes of hay on top of the clean wood chips, and then the leftovers, the spent hay, would essentially help build that base. So, all right, might have a broody hen here. That's what we're doing. See how she's pecking at me? See how she's doing that? She's protecting this egg. Got a broody one. We got eggs again. Yay. It's nice and warm. So, what's that saying? You don't know what you've got until it's gone. Oh my gosh. We got so used to having eggs the last 4 years. We're starting to feel it. So, it's good to have eggs again. They should all start laying. We might have a broody hen there. We'll monitor her, and we can help break that later if we need to. So, okay. Just finished second breakfast. Had some eggs. Egg burritos, man. We were down to a dozen. We haven't had eggs for a while, so it's great. These chickens are finally laying. Anyhow, okay, so I gotta take this hydraulic hose off this tractor, off the loader. Guys, no, you're not supposed to be playing with that. So I gotta take this hose off, and then I'm gonna take it into Napa and have them build me a new one. I sprung a leak on it. Oh, gosh, I don't even know. A couple months ago, when we were reorganizing the garage, I was pulling all the pallets out, and I was gonna stack all the pallets, had everything ready, and put the forks on the bucket, lifted the loader, and it just started spraying. And I remember it was a Saturday night. It was our first snow. It was starting to snow. It was freezing. Thankfully, my neighbor Glenn hooked me up with his tractor, and I got everything in. But my gosh, that's been a couple months, so it's time to get this fixed, because there's just so many things we can do with the tractor. So being a tractor down is not ideal.
Hello. I'm on the tractor.
So I don't know. I'm not, full disclosure, I have zero mechanical ability in my bones. It's just not, it's not what I do. I can't work on cars. I can't do anything with engines, cars. I have none of that ability. I would love to know how to do that stuff. I just don't know how. I wasn't raised that way. So all of this is it's all new to me. I'm completely new to it. What's up, Bubba?
I'm just cleaning up your tires.
The only way this is gonna work is if I can lift the loader and I don't have my key. Yeah, just use the, yeah. You can only use the steering wheel, please.
Yep, we can still. Oh, and one time you let me drive the tractor.
I did let you drive the tractor.
But you will like with me. You can some like after you use for fire.
That's right. Use it in the.
We do that every year. Yes, it is.
Got one of those hairpins in there, and it's bent, obviously, to keep it intact. So I'm gonna go get some needle nose pliers, try to bend that back, pull the hairpin out. I can remove this rod. That'll give me access here. I can take this one off. If I need to take that one off, I can, and then I can access. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spill hydraulic fluid everywhere. I had a pan. Got an old pan I'll just put under it to catch it. So it'd be so much easier if I just had the key and I could lift this up and tilt the bucket and get in there, but I don't know where the key is. All right, took a picture of what it looks like. Once I push that hairpin through, I'm not gonna be able to access it. So there's a washer and then a hairpin that I'm probably gonna lose here. It'll be there once I get this fixed and get the bucket raised, but chances are when that happens, it's gonna be a couple weeks. I'll forget about it. I just wanna remember what it looks like. So when I go get a new one, put it back together the way it should be. All right, so the washer fell out. So I've got the washer, the hairpin's in there. Again, if I could move this bucket, it'd be so much easier, but it is what it is. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'll just tie wire this together so this is out of the way. I can get in there and crank on that. I'll drain the hydraulic fluid from this side. I'll open this one up, drain the fluid from that. That'll give me access to this one. This is the hose I need to take in, so. Oh, you just wanna right up there? Just don't touch these. Nope, don't touch those, only this, okay? Okay. All right, so that wasn't horrible. I got it loose. You guys can see. You think what? You got a lot of words coming out.
What?
You got a lot of words you're talking about. Aislinn, please stop screaming.
No, you will push. I just said that in the snow. All
right, there we go. I got this hose off. So I'm gonna take this. I'll just take this into Napa and have them build me another one. And then we should be good to go. Come back, connect it. I don't like that these are open. There's caps. There's caps for this hydraulic system. I don't really have any caps for this. I'm probably just gonna grab some, it doesn't even matter, saran wrap or foil or something, put it over it and put a rubber band around it. I just don't want stuff, debris getting in there. All right, so here we go. Easy enough. I'll take this into Napa, have them build me another one, reattach, and we'll be good to go. I'll have to get some more hydraulic fluid because I'm sure I lost a lot. I didn't lose as much as I thought I was going to. Okay, I am back from Napa. Evie and I went into town, went to Napa, and they built that thing on the spot for me. It's pretty cool. It took them like 10 minutes. So then I got some extra cotter pins. I was calling them hairpins. I couldn't think. So I got some cotter pins because I think I know where it's at, but I think I lost it, so I didn't lose it. I think it's in the snow somewhere, just in case if I lose it. So get this hose put back on. Yeah, look at this. I just built it on the spot, so pretty cool. Then I got some extra hydraulic fluid just in case. I didn't lose a whole lot, but I want to make sure we've got enough. But hey, none of it matters because I don't know where my key to the tractor is. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I think the kids were messing with it. I'm sure they pulled it off and then it fell on the ground there, but it's since has snowed and it's probably buried. You know, I left the key in the tractor. My fault. It's not my kid's fault. It's my fault. I left that. Shouldn't have left it in there, so. Got a 15/16 here. Yep, that works. It's just from when I put this back on and then when I just took it off again, all the fluid was in there, but should be good. I'll check the levels. Again, I went out and bought some just so I've got it. But before I fire this thing up, I'll check the levels, make sure we're good. That was easier than I thought it'd be. Again, I have zero mechanical ability, so when I saw this hose pop a leak, I was concerned that I didn't know what I was gonna have to do. So that was actually super simple. Glenn, my neighbor, actually was the one to say, hey, Nap will rebuild that for you. So that's cool. So now I know if any of these hoses ever spring a leak, you just take it off, take it in a Nap. They seriously did it in like 10 minutes. It was cool. All right, I don't even know if you guys can see. But yeah, there's the hydraulic, and that's mixed with water too. So we really didn't lose a lot. What I'm gonna do, I can't really get to it. If I ever come into this situation again, I want to be able to put the cotter pin in this way and bend it this way. Just like just now, I was able to, if I put it in this way, I can bend it, I can maneuver and get in there and bend it, but there's no way I'll ever be able to get that thing off of there. It's on there, it's fine. This isn't anything that mechanically is needed on the tractor. I know I've got the cotter pins, I know I've got, it's in there right now. Once I lift this thing up and I can get under there, it'll be a lot easier. So we're all good. I wish I had my key and I could start this bad boy up and make sure it works, but it is what it is. We'll see you guys next time.